Good morning, good morning. This is Scrapping Like a Lady. Honey, it is 7 something in the morning. I gotta be to work at 8 today. Pam trying to kill her sister. Anyways, don't I look like a dead rat? Yes, I do, Jolly. I just rolled out of bed. But anyways, I want to talk about something. First of all, tonight we're diamond dotting, so come along, let's diamond dot together. I need my fix. Or diamond paint, I should say. Diamond dot, make it seem like we're connecting the dots, doesn't it? Got a water bottle fell on the floor. But let's talk about something serious. You know, sometimes I talk about something lighthearted and something serious right afterwards. Let's talk about something serious today, because I was thinking about this when I got up this morning. You know, we are always talking about being grateful. My last video, well, my second to last video, was talking about being grateful. And I said we're a bunch of ingrates. Oh, my girl, I mean it. But let's talk about how ungrateful we are. Because I always think, oh, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. But there's a lot of times where I am just ungrateful. And I want to talk about it. Sometimes I am ungrateful for the man I'm married to. Honey, he gets on my nerves. I mean, I could just physically hurt him sometime. That's how mad he makes me. I gotta put some of this eyeshadow on. Look at my eyes. They look great, don't they, y'all? Hard out here for a G. But I am so ungrateful for my relationship sometime. I just feel like a spoiled brat. And I'm not even playing with you. I'm being real serious. Let's put this eyeshadow on before we get to work. Now, do I have reason that I could state why he makes me so mad, and that's why I'm so ungrateful? Girl, that's just part of being married. Of course I do. There's some things he do don't make no sense to me whatsoever. There's sometimes he makes me so mad that I just don't want this marriage no more. No more. And that's something that's in me and you and everyone. And I'm going to go back to the Word of God on you, because God talks about how discontent and ungrateful we are, and that we don't even deserve what He gives us. But yet, somehow or another, we think we deserve more, better, somebody else's. Why? Why are you so ungrateful? We have a sense of entitlement from birth. I know I do. And I know other human beings around me do. And I am just the tacky one to remind myself and my patience and my family and my friends. What brats we are and how ungrateful we are for what we have. When a woman is single, she wants to be married most of the time. I talk to the women and they're like, the ones that say they don't care. By the time we finish the conversation, I've come to the conclusion that either they're just feeling so ugly, they don't even want to try to go get somebody because they don't want the rejection. Turn this air on. Oh, Jesus, it's muggy today. You know, they're like, oh, I don't care that I'm single. That's fine. Yeah. And there probably are those that are. But I'm talking about the ones that I see. The ones that are on my table. So if you're one of those women and you just love being single, just disgusted by the thought of being with a man, hey, I'm sure there are those. But the ones that get on my table that mostly are single and they're like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, they're just lazy. They just don't want to go find themselves a man or get rejected. Honey, if I was single and I didn't want to be single, I can deal with rejection. Because I'm bold with it. I'll be like, ooh, you're so cute. Your mama made you fine. And then they'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good, ma'am. I'm like, all right, but you're still fine. Just grateful for your fineness. I always tell my husband, if I was single, I wouldn't be single long. Believe that, if I didn't want to be. And that's a real thing. I think, if I was remembering correctly, that if you want to be single, it's a choice, and the Heavenly Father is okay with that. But man is not meant to be alone. We're communicable people and beasts, so we need to be with people. But sometimes, we that have one, we're ungrateful. Because we're me. A me society. And being a me person, we tend to think about me first, second, and third. He's not making me happy. I don't like this house. It's not what I want. Ungrateful. Guilty over here. Let's move on to the kids. Because you know I got that one. Richard. I didn't put this makeup on good this morning, but they just gonna have to get me ugly and raw. And then I've got my special needs son. Now I had another black lady on my table yesterday, sophisticated. What did she tell me? She was 60-something years old, beautiful, just classy, retired, in her 50s, play golf, you know, you could tell she had a life. She had substance about her. She had a special needs child. And we just kind of, I saw myself as her. I was like, this is where I'm headed. I'm going to be a classy black lady with a smile on my face, money in the bank and love for my family, friends, and strangers. That's what I'm professing, and that's what's going to happen. So this lady had a special needs child, and she said, oh, my baby lives with me. I said, show you right. She's like, she wanted to go to one of those little group homes, or those, I don't know if they call them group homes, they call them something. Yeah, I think it is a group home for the special kids. But I couldn't do it. I said, I've always told myself, this baby is mine, and I've got to protect it. And I don't want nobody touching and fondling and none of that stuff, because I know I catch a case. She said, girl, me too. I said, I know that's right. And she got a girl. But they don't care these days. Girl, boy, dog, hamster, you know, they don't care. No, I got to protect Logan. He's staying with me. I'll build him a little house on my property if he wants his own little thing. He can just, yeah. There's already a house out there. He can have that house, and I'll build another house. But no, we ain't doing this. He's staying with me. So, I'm talking about my country place, y'all. So, anyways, we're talking about kids, and I'm going to talk about my special need kids, because y'all know how I feel about Logan. And I always say God knew who to give that baby to, because it's my job, my duty, my desire to make sure he has an incredible life. Incredible. As much as I'm willing to do and I want to do, he should have an incredible life. And he loves doing, honey. He used to be one of those kids where he had to have everything so and everything. That's the way he was headed. I was like, oh no, baby, you're not putting restrictions on me, you, or your life. This is not how we doing it. We gonna mix things up. You ain't gonna have no set schedule for life. No. Now with a spontaneous mama like me, no ma'am. No sir. This ain't what we doing. And now, I mean, a lot of those, when I was going to the autism support groups, and they were like, he likes to go to bed at this time, wake up at this time. We can't have change. We can't have change. For you mamas who want to do it like that, don't come for me. Do you. But for me, that would interfere with me loving life and loving having him in my life. We ain't doing all of that. You fall asleep when you fall asleep. You wake up when you wake up. To a certain extent. I'm talking about now that he's older. Now when they're babies and toddlers, yeah, you going to bed at 8 o'clock. That's what we doing up in here, because I need my time. But now he's 22 years old, you know, and now he's used to having a spastic, chaotic, do what you want kind of life. You know, I took my hands off. When you 16, you do you. You don't want to go to bed at 8 o'clock, okay. But if I got somewhere to go and you got to wake up early, hello, you getting up. Tired and all. But no, he's 22 years old, so he go to bed when he want to go to bed. He wake up when he want to wake up. He eat when he want to eat. I say, Logan, dinner. If he say, I've already eaten, because he got his own little refrigerator and microwave and stuff up in this room, and honey, I buy his little groceries. You do you, baby. If he already done ate before dinner is done, okay. My husband, he will snack. Now, he used to get mad at Logan, and I used to get on him. Leave him alone. Hell, he grown. Leave that baby alone. But Logan would come down for a snack, and he's like, your mom's cooking, you know. But Willie snacks before dinner is done. Now, what would I look like? What kind of wife would I be like? Willie, I'm cooking dinner. You can't have that snack. Put those Doritos away. Brother grown. He gonna eat that snack, and he gonna eat dinner. Believe that. Willie gonna eat all of that. So yeah, no, we ain't monitor people up in here. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm grateful for my special son. And like the lady said, and I always say this about special kids, it could be so much worse. Remember, I used to do home health PDs. And some of these mamas have a lot to deal with. So, honey, far be it for me to even form my mouth and say something like, Lord, why you give me a special baby? I told y'all, why not? Who am I wishing that on? Nobody. Thank you, Lord, for my son. Thank you for trusting him with me. You must really, really think highly of me, honey, to give me somebody to take care of for life, because y'all know I'm crazy, or partially crazy. So for me to be in control of somebody's life for life, God must really trust me. And I ain't gonna complain about that. He know more about me than I know about myself, so no. It's all good. He also only gave me one daughter. She's as crazy as I am, honey. I love my baby girl too. Woo. Love her. And y'all know I had Kimberly when I was 15 years old. And my daddy told me, I think you'll be a good mother. And honey, he was right. I'm a great mother. Why? Because I want to be. I really want to be. I don't want to be Kimberly said, Mom, you give me hope. What did she say the other day? The way you still take care of us like we toddlers. That's what she said the other day. She's like, wow, Mom, you're such a mighty mom. You do so much for us. Because I want to. Because I love my babies. Get on my nerves, and sometimes I become ungrateful, especially for that one. I do. Don't mean I don't love them, but sometimes I become ungrateful for the gifts that God has given me. Some women can't have babies. You know, not only did I have a baby, but I have 4 of them. We won't talk about how many times I got pregnant. Even those were my babies, you know. So sometimes God just wanted to take them back and send them back down. Make sure I was really being grateful for them. So, yeah, I'm ungrateful at times for my children. And my husband, and my home. Even the amount of money I have sometimes, you're like, ungrateful. Folks are like, oh my God, in my family, you make a lot of money. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I wish I had more. That way I wouldn't have to hustle so hard. You know, we all think it. I'm fine and content about 98% of the time, but I'm talking about that 2% of the time when I'm ungrateful. Sometimes I'm ungrateful for Pam, because she get on my nerves too. But she's sweet as anything, and mean too. She can be so mean sometimes she don't even realize she mean. She gets frustrated and flustered. I'm like, girl, you need to go chew on some gummies or something. The patient ain't even here. My 8 o'clock patient probably ain't gonna make it. So I'm grateful for, if you don't make it, I have a whole hour to do nothing. See how grateful I am. Sometimes I'm ungrateful for the way that I look. I'm like, Lord, you know when you see that real pretty woman And you're like, ooh, she's so beautiful. Lord, how come I can't have that gorgeous hair? What about those colored eyes, Lord? I always say God knew not to give me colored eyes, honey, because I would be a hoe if I had colored eyes. Because I would think I was the crap. The shiznick, or whatever they say nowadays. I mean, I saw a woman, she was a gorgeous woman, that became a burn victim. And I was like, wow. I would be depressed if my face was burnt off. Even this ugly face that I have, if it got worse, I would be ungrateful. And then my daughter always says, Mama, you're so beautiful. Here come Miss Crab a lot. I said she won't. Where's my patient?
I don't know.
Did you confirm appointments?
Yes, I did.
Maybe she
I
just...
left a message and talked to her personally.
Oh. Well, she might be still sleeping. Well, she might be.
What?
She might be still sleeping. You know how folks are. It's Saturday morning. I'm just saying, she might be asleep. We can't do nothing.
I'm just saying. Well, I've called everybody to see if they move up, except no one answers their phone because they were sleeping at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Damn them.
And you know Gloria's not going to come any earlier.
Well, y'all, the schedule's messed up today. But we gonna be grateful. You know why? Because we could not have a schedule at all. Right?
Right.
So what was I just telling you guys about?
Did I interrupt you?
No, they knew you were coming. Oh, Pam, my breath is bad. I need my coffee.
Is it
Make
there?
it even worse.
Mine is too.
I brushed my teeth and I was like, I thought this was supposed to make my breath feel fresh. I was like, it does not feel fresh. It smells funky, y'all. Y'all don't want to hear that.
Tires are not so good.
These tires are brand new, Pam.
Well, come and look at them.
You mean they're not inflated good?
No, the rim is terrible.
The rims are brand new.
Well, there's something wrong with them. You better look at them.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let's go see what this crazy.
Just hang up. Tell them goodbye.
They don't want to say goodbye to me.
Yeah, they do.
Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me see.
But look, something's scraping it.
Pam, I think that's just the design of the tire.
You think so?
No, they're all like that.
They are.
Yeah. That's just because I rolled on the side when I hit those curbs. You know how I drive. I don't know why they keep putting those curbs on there just for me, so I can hit them. I think it's a ploy against me. I'll be in a minute. We're talking about being ungrateful. So let me wrap up this video. Oh, I was saying how I could be ungrateful for Pam sometime. And she done went and got my coffee. It's early in the morning. She's so regimented. She does the same thing and she's always thinking about other people. So she's my employee. Even though I have a small business, I still do a 401k for her and I put money in it. I accumulate it every single month. And then at the end of the year, my accountant just takes all that money and puts 25% of her annual income in hers and do the same for mine. And that's important because she's an older lady and she didn't have a retirement before. And so I feel like it's my duty and my responsibility to make sure she have a little something, something when she does retire. Why are you going to work for somebody and they don't care for you? No. So sometimes I get ungrateful, you know, especially if she and I have our little collisions. She ruffled my feathers. And I tell her, you're ruffling my feathers. And she say, I don't give a blankety blank. Because she loved to curse. She an old lady, but she loved to curse, honey. So, yeah, I can be ungrateful for Anderson. That's what I call her. Her name is Darce, but I call her Anderson. I can be ungrateful for my siblings. My sister Sean and I were rather close. Like, I can't imagine the day when she's no longer on this earth. That would be really hard for me. But I never tell my sister that I love her. I just don't say those words. I hardly say it to Willie. A lot of people say it flippantly. Love you. See you later. I'm like, bye, nigga. Oops, sorry. Bye, Willie. Bye, dog. That's what I call him a lot. But that's me being ungrateful, you know? Because it's going to be too late one of these days. Now, am I going to change it? I don't know. I'm just telling you up front. I'm ungrateful for my siblings, my mate, my kids, my house. Look at this heifer done bought my coffee to me, y'all. But see, we can easily forget what people do for us. Pam's been married for 50 years to the same man since she was 19. And she is an extremely good servant. So I see why her husband wouldn't want to leave her. She keeps everything clean and immaculate. He don't even have to do anything in the house. She said he does the laundry. And I'm sure if he stopped doing the laundry, she'd do that too. But maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's the key. Being grateful is having a servant-like spirit and not such a me kind of person. To an extent. Because I know people that have a spirit of servitude, yet they do it a little, you know, begrudgingly or whatever, and that's not cool, you know. Or they do too much and they walking around here looking like a rag of weed, you know. I have those ladies come up in here. I'm like, honey, was life that hard? You know, how did you neglect yourself so much that we've come to this point? You got wrinkles from here to here. Why? Oh, my children. At least I got 4 children. Slap the back of your head because ain't no sense in there. But I guess in all things we need to be balanced. So if you're ungrateful, think about being grateful. And it can be kind of difficult in difficult situations. Or, when you're going through something and your man has just put you there, it's hard to get out of that cloud of negativity. But you have to force yourself. Sometimes even just picking up a positive thinking book or tape or video or YouTube or whatever and climbing your way out of there, you got to do the work. I am so ungrateful for so many things. Not all the time, but I don't even want to be ungrateful that 2% of the time that I mention. My husband, he'll do something and he said, "You didn't even notice I did such and such." He don't even let you get in the door good. What? He put these rain shields on let me show you. Little rain shields. Can y'all see it right here? On my doors. So I could roll my window down and the rain won't get on me. I didn't notice. How would I know? I'm not that observant, but I couldn't even get in the house good. He was like, "Did you see what I did?" I said, "What you did?" He said, "I put this, that, and the other. Come out here. You know what? You ungrateful. You're unappreciative." That's what he said. I said, "When I cooked dinner last night, you didn't tell me thank you." "I did too." I said, "No, you didn't." He had to think about it. Yeah, because I do it all the time. And I don't always get a thank you, but I ain't looking for one. I'm not up in his face. "Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it?" If I like it, he loved it. Because he loved to eat more than I do. And mama can cook. So. Ooh, that hit the spot. So, let's work on it. We ain't dead yet. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, you are ungrateful. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, there is still time. A lot of people write a gratitude journal. I have started a gratitude journal more times than I'm going to admit on this channel. But for some reason, I'm not a consistent person with certain things. So I don't consistently write in my gratitude journal. If I did it and it became a habit, maybe I would be more grateful. And maybe I could get down to 1% of the time being ungrateful. Or a 0.5% of the time being ungrateful. Or just never being ungrateful at all. That would be so cool. Now, I think there's a fine line in my mind about discontent and being ungrateful. Because I enjoy shopping. I enjoy new products. You know, when Cricket come out with something, honey, I'm like, I have to go get it. And then when the price drop, I'm like, man, I should have waited. And then I came to the realization, but you ain't. Because you like the latest, greatest. That's just you. That's your thing. You know, so don't be looking at the price saying I should have waited, because you're not going to. They just came out with that mug press, honey. I was like, I got to go and get it. And I tried to talk myself out of it because I already have a mug press that I haven't even used. But I did use that Cricket mug press because it's very intuitive. And I like products like that. I don't like things that you got to do this first and do this, that, and the other. I just want it done. And that's what that mug press do. You print out your Cricut design and slap that infusible ink sheet on there. It cuts it out. You stick it on the mug, and then you put it in the mug press. I can do all of that. But that's all I want to do. The other one's just a little more complicated. At least it looks more complicated. And then Cricut make their stuff so cute. That little not teal, what is it? Little sagey green that it has in white, just classy and cute. Anyways, I went and got it, and I don't regret it. And I've already used it. I made 2 mugs for Pam, 2 mugs for my mama. And I'm going to use it today. I'm going to make Logan his own mug. He loves tea and coffee and stuff like that, and he loves mugs. So I'm going to make him one. I'm going to make all my kids one. Sabrina done made all her kids stuff. Yeah, I'm going to hurt her. I love her to death. I love her, love her, love her. But even Sabrina, you know, I wanted to drive down to where she's at, and she's only 3 hours away. I should go down there. She came and saw me, so I should go and see her. But when I'm off, I'm like, oh, I've got these people to take care of, you know? And I really hate leaving Logan with my husband. I do. I just think he ain't the nicest person to my baby. You know, I don't like the way he talks to him sometime, or he treats him. So I worry that when I leave, he might treat him mean, you know, and my baby, and I'm not there to, defend him. So that's just the truth about it, at least some of it. But then I have to catch up on laundry, and I only have a day or two to do it, and so I could do more for our friendship. And I love her, and I'll do anything that she asks me to do, but she shouldn't have to ask me. So, Sabrina, if you're watching this when you get back, I will come to your house next, because she's about to take another assignment. So, yeah, I'm grateful for my relationships with my friends. A lot of time, my one friend, Angela, come to town, and she's like, come on, I'm taking you to dinner. I'm like, I don't want to go to dinner. I'm going to go home. Because she hardly ever comes to town. And when she was in town, I wasn't grateful for all her invitations. And now she's not in town, and I wish she was in town, because I like some invitations. Anyways, if you ain't laughing, you just ain't got a good personality. Because I'm funny. I laugh at myself, girl. You know that's something. But it's 8:28, and this patient did not come, honey. I'm sitting in my car, drinking my coffee, talking to my fam. How y'all doing? So, we have a friend. He actually listens to our video. His name is Alan. That boy, he feels like my brother. I feel like I can count on Alan more than I can count on my man. Alan he always comes through. He always comes through. I can ask him, hey, Alan, last minute. I said, Alan, can you keep the dogs? Now, mind you, we got 2 dogs. And Bentley is not so trained. Bentley will drop a coin anywhere in the house he wants to. Whenever he wants to. He just like, this spot will do. I told y'all they so little you can barely get mad. I do get sore with him sometimes. I'm like, you're getting in your cage. Mama ain't dealing with you. But Bella, whenever she gets scared, like when I take her to the vet, she will sit there and pee. She just lose her bladder. Ah! Well, when she went to Alan, she did that. And I warned Alan, I said, Bentley probably gonna drop some coins, He said Bentley wasn't the bad one, it was Bella. And honey, Bella, she a piss a river, honey. She will pee. Like, how much water and pee you got in that bladder, girl? So, yeah. He kept our dogs for us when we went to Washington. I called to have them boarded, and I just couldn't get them to another city before the boarding place closed. By the time they verified all the immunizations, and because I got Bentley neutered at Petco as opposed to our vet, because it was way cheaper. And so they had his Bordetella immunizations. And so when they called my vet, they said, oh, Bentley can't come because he doesn't have his Bordetella. And I was like, look, I ain't that kind of mama. I am not. That my dogs are good, believe that. And the lady said, well, no, ma'am. I said, oh, Jesus, you know what I did? And I told her what I did. She called over there and verified. But by the time she did all of that back and forth with me, she said, you got 45 minutes to get here and get your dogs in. Well, I was picking up my special baby from work. And I couldn't make it up to Aubrey. I called Willie. He said, honey, the system has crashed or something. I can't take them. And he wouldn't have been able to put the dogs in the cages and do that and get their food and everything like that and get them there because he's a man. He wouldn't have been able to do that in 45 minutes. He'd had to sit and think and put his belt on and his shoes on. You know, well, that's at least how my man do. Maybe some of y'all men don't think a lot. They just do. My husband, he got to think about doing before he do it. I told you he was an engineer. He just, something ain't right up there. But, yeah, so I was like, okay, baby, it's cool. And I'm thinking to myself, we got to be at the airport tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and we don't have anywhere for our dogs to go. I called Alan. Sure, no problem. Not only did he say sure, but he came and picked our dogs up and dropped them off. Because I was like, when we got off the plane, it was delayed for 4 hours or whatever was changed. And I was like, oh, Jesus, we got to drive over here and get the dogs. Honey, I came in, set my luggage down, and Alan was walking in back of Willie. Yeah. He's an amazing friend. He's been the best friend Willie has ever had. I think he's more of a friend to me because he do so much for me. He's more of a friend to me than Willie. And Alan, I'm going over there to that, what is that, what is it called? Something Ranch, 99 Ranch or whatever, that Asian food store, and getting you a gift card today.
Carol Bellman is, she just woke up. I mean, as soon as they can get here, and they haven't even woke up Heather yet, so.
Well, that's all right. If folks can't make it, they can't make it today.
Well, no, she can make it at 10 with her appointment time, but it probably 9:30 or 10. I mean, 10 o'clock is her appointment time.
What's the problem? What are you telling me?
Well, I'm asking you, do you want her to come at 9:30 or do you just want to stay at 10? I mean, she'll rush her butt over here if she can.
No, tell her don't rush. Tell her when she get here, I'll be here. As long as it's before noon, I do you. Anything after noon, I can't help you. It's going to be one of those kind of Saturdays, baby girl. I don't deal with the schedule. Whoever come in and whatever they need, I just take care of them. Pam freak out. Ah! I'm like, girl, we ain't going to take them home with us. It's going to be okay. We have to start boarding some of our patients, then we going to talk about the schedule. Up until then, whoever show up, get service. Whoever don't show up, we love you. We're sending you blessings. That's just how it is. A lot of facilities don't run these, place like mine. But I don't give people a hard time when they can't make it. My client said she lost her wallet. She was getting her mother-in-law into a nursing facility, and one of the CNAs she thinks stole her wallet, because when she got there, she had the wallet. But then when she left, she ain't had a wallet this morning when she woke up. And she wakes up at 4 in the morning. And when she come in on Saturday, every other Saturday she come in, she done made me eggs and sausage and toast and fruit, all different types of fruit, and she bring it all in for me to eat. Eat, Lisa. And she cooks so good. Anyways, we're talking about being ungrateful. There's a lot of times I could be ungrateful. Even the situation right here. One patient didn't show up, and the other patient is running late. Some facilities would be like, oh, you're going to pay a $25, fee for no-show or da-da-da-da-da-da. No, I ain't doing that. Life happens. This is real talk, real life. Life happens. So, just be grateful. Love your people. Love your home. Get up and clean your home. Buy something for the dang on home. Maybe that'll make you a little more grateful about the home. As far as the man go, y'all know. Y'all saw those little negligees I bought. They're comfortable. I wore it last night. I was like, ooh, it's so comfortable. Willie came on my side of the bed. I was like, deuces, brother, I got to go to work. But, yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to get away and go to a hotel, just he and I, and just have the day together. He's not adventurous anymore like he used to be when he was a young man. Because he would be like, we're going to go and do this. Yeah. Like, maybe it's Corona too. But nah, it was before Corona. But he still buys me lots of stuff. He's always thinking on me. He overthinks on me. He got stuff coming that he ordered for me from a company that is a startup company that is actually taking the monies to make the product. That's how much you think on me. That's overthinking. Willie's about to be 55. And I need to be grateful that he's made it this far. That he's even able to deal with me. Now, I will say that I'm not a lot to deal with because I don't bother people. I don't nag him. He'll tell you that. If he had a wife that was a nag, Willie can't take no nagging. If you say anything, he thinks you're nagging. So, he's lucky he doesn't have a nag for a wife. I ain't gonna nag you because I don't want you nagging me about nothing. And he's a nagger. And I just have to, boy, bye. But he's a smart man because he knew what type of mate he needed to be happy and to get through life. And that's what he sought out. Because there was some girls, he was like, He told me about those relationships. So I'm grateful for him picking me. At least 98% of the time I am. I'm about to let y'all go. Be blessed. Be grateful. Be a servant to a certain degree. Serve more than just yourself. Stop being so selfish. Scrapping like a lady. Deuces.